Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ladies Room Talk Show Special Edition. Yes, so go ahead and take this live and share it with your network of friends because we have something coming up on this Sunday that is a true game changer. Those of you who are very interested or have been doing stocks and trading and that sort of thing, listen, this masterclass that is coming up this Sunday is going to be a real game changer for all of us. There may be some of us that's a little bit more savvy than others. Some of us are just kind of in the game, but wherever you are in the spectrum, you need to know more about the masterclass that's coming up. There's so many changes that are taking place with our economy, and we need to be ahead of the game. And I believe I have someone here today that is a guru. Yes, guru. He did not cash at me. He did not PayPal me. He did not Venmo or Zelle me to say this. But he is a guru. And you guys know I don't put stamps on people like that lightly. Martin A. Briggs. I need to ask him what the A stands for. But anywho, Martin A. Briggs is the instructor of this amazing class that's going to be taking place this Sunday at 3:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this is something, guys, you don't have to be in Birmingham, Alabama to be a part of this. This is something that's virtual. We all can get on that. It doesn't matter where you are. This information is going to travel nationwide, and it's really going to be an amazing show. So I want to bring to the stage, bring to the ladies' room. This is his first time, guys. So let's make him feel really, really at home and very welcome. So hopefully he'll be comfortable in hanging out in the ladies' room again. Hello, Martin.
Wow, I'm always comfortable with you, Miss Clarissa. Always.
Cool beans. But you're in the ladies' room. Like when you tell Kayla, you're gonna I was in the ladies' room for like 15 minutes. Now I know what you guys do in there.
I was gonna say, and everything's always better in the ladies' room. I always feel like the ladies are always well taken care of, and the guys just get this sort of boring thing. It's always more fun here.
That's right. Now I need to cash app and Venmo you. That was great. That was good. So let's go ahead and jump in because I know people are so excited about this special edition today. There are people who need to know about trading and stocks and where we are with the economy. So you have a awesome class that's coming up this Sunday. It's called Cash Out. Cash Out. Cash Out. So I like that term. I like that phrase. It's cash out stock market. Listen, you need to go ahead and hurry up and tell us about this so we can know what to prepare for this class on Sunday.
Right. Well, I think it starts really with, I think, God's perspective and the biblical perspective about trading in general. And we notice that actually the exchange, or we talk, stock market, trading, we think that's a new concept, when really, Clarissa, that's not a new concept. Trading and exchange is a place for people to bring wealth to, number one, what an exchange is a place to store wealth, number one, keep it safe, and number two, to multiply wealth and to increase wealth. That's all an exchange is. It's a very old concept that's been known since there's been an economy in any place of the world. As a matter of fact, the Lord loves an exchange. He loves the idea of a market to come and invest and to increase wealth. Where do I see that? That's in Matthew chapter 25. I think it's like verse 4 through 25. And many of us know the parables of the goals of talent or the golds of bag, in which God told, or Father told 3 servants, I'm going to give one guy 5 golds a bag, another one 3 bags of gold, and another one bag of gold. And he gave to each servant according to his ability and their historical performance. Clarissa, a lot of people don't look into that. They know the guys took the gold. They know what? The guy with 5, the guy with 3 multiplied it, doubled it, came back. Well done, that good and faithful servant. That's where we get that quote. Then the guy that brought back 1, he had 1 and he brought back 1, proudly told Dad, hey, man, this one you gave me, it's still here. Look, it's safe. I put it in the ground. I never risked it. And he says, you know what? Let me get that 1 bag, give it back to this other guy. You're down to 0. You know what? Get out the house. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I didn't really make my point in that scripture about why I mentioned that scripture. The question is, where did those individuals go with those bags of gold? It's very clear. If you really look at those scriptures, they went to an exchange. It says they went to a bank, and that's where they doubled it. In other words, they actually had unearned income. They didn't work to double their money. They took it to an exchange and they multiplied it. And many times throughout that scripture, God talks about, when he was talking to the lazy guy, that you know that I like to earn where I did not sow, I harvest where I did not sow. God is a huge fan of passive income. He's a huge fan of earning where you do not work. And that's exactly why the stock market is so great. I believe that God has sanctioned the stock market and other exchanges to be a place. Here's the last point I'll make, Ms. Clarissa. We all commonly know that the Lord is a provider of wealth. He is the one that gives us wealth. He also gives us wisdom to steward it. Not only does he give us the wisdom to steward it, he also gives safe places, safe shelters to store the money and to make money. Real estate's one of those. I love real estate. And moreover, what we need to know more about is the stock market is one of those places.
Mm-hmm. It's what it is that I see is that there's some changes that are taking place in our economy. And some people are so stuck on what they've always known, what they grew up hearing. You want to purchase something from the store, you take $1 and get 50 cents piece of bubble gum, and I'm just kind of using that as a loose term there, but that's kind of how we're seeing the exchange of funds and currency. But as we continue to see things and continue to read information, we're understanding that the transference of currency that we once knew will be no more.
Right.
And so that's why this masterclass is terribly important for us to get involved in and to jump on this call, because you're going to open up an opportunity for us to be able to get firsthand as to where the economy is headed. I'm a big believer, Martin, and I'm sure you are too. I don't like to get ready. I like to be ready.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That I think is a waste of time if you already know where you're headed. And so that's why it's important. And, for some people who are kind of stuck in their way of thinking, it's hard for them to fathom not being able to take cash money and spend it for something. It's hard for them to fathom that. But truth be told, we're getting to a money paperless economy. That's where we're headed. Now, you can keep all these thousands and millions of dollars in your bed or in your mattress if you want to, but it's going to be nothing at some point. And we have to learn another way of transference of currency. And that's why this cash out stock market masterclass is so important. I can begin to tell the people how important it is to get on this class, because it's going to open up our eyes to something new. And, and I've spoken about this a couple of times, Martin, on my show. And, there are people that's a little afraid about seeing the eggs go up in high prices, seeing that we're getting the same product, but it's 5 times smaller, but it's more expensive. Yeah. So, we're seeing it now. We're seeing, if you go shop for anything, we're seeing it. But I'm so quickly reminded of the fact that we as people of God, we live in the land of Goshen, which means that we live in the land of plenty. So if we're living in the land of plenty, that means that whatever the world is dealing with, we as believers won't have to do that. And this masterclass that you're offering is talking to traders in the kingdom of God. It's showing us how to master what is. It's showing us how to do that. And let me tell you this, the investment for this masterclass is so minimal. And it's so, it's a couple of, you can just not go to Starbucks for a month, it's that low. But we have to get here, guys. We have to get here. I don't want us to get to a point to where we're ignorant about what's going on, and then now we're trying to catch up. I believe that it's biblical that God would not have us to be ignorant. He says that his people perish because of a lack of knowledge. So we have to be knowledgeable of what's going on. And I'm so glad, Martin, that you and Oasis, which is the organization that you founded along with your amazing wife, Dr. Kayla Briggs, and Oasis is spinning this masterclass out. The overall purpose of Oasis is to make sure that we as business owners and leaders, and from a kingdom perspective, that we're able, in a loose terms, win, that we're able to win. And what you're doing is putting us in a good, strong position to do that.
Mhm.
So, Martin, for those who may not know how to get their tickets or to get access to get the link to be a part of this masterclass on Sunday, what are some steps that we need to take in order to get access?
So the master class is going to be 3 p.m. Central Standard Time this Sunday. So that's August 6th.
Mhm.
And you can go to oasisbirmingham.com. Again, that's oasisbirmingham.com. And right there on the home page, it'll be a pop-up will appear and it'll direct you to the event page. And then the class is $60 for the class. It was really interesting, Ms. Clarissa, is oftentimes when you go to a webinar to learn how to start any business, you have to pay the fee. It's Oasis Birmingham, by the way,
Birmingham, okay.
oasisbirmingham.com. And you have to pay the fee to learn, then you pay more fees to actually launch the business. Here's the interesting thing about the stock market is we're charging you $60 to learn literally how to start trading stock markets and also give you our strategies for doing it. After that webinar, you will be able to leave that call, launch a stock market or stock trading company. I don't even know if you'll spend $10 because it's free to open up a brokerage account. It's free for the analytics tools that you use to study companies. And there's really no cost. And to me, the financial return from trading in the stock market can be just as good as real estate, if not higher. Really, it should be higher without having to put the amount of risk. It's like if you go into real estate and get a secondary house or buy a building or something like that, the down payment is going to be huge. Then normally you have to fix the building, repair the building, lots of money there. Then you have to market the building or market it so that the renters will come, more money there. In stock market, none of those costs exist. There's no marketing, there's no depreciation, there's no down payment, which means you don't have to borrow. You can use any amount of money you want and be successful. I can think of no better than I notice how I don't say the word invest. Be an investor. You're starting a stock market trading company. You're trading cash for stocks and stocks for cash in order to make a profit on transactions. That's a little bit different than the type of investing we've been taught for all these years. We're going to teach you that on how to do that on Sunday.
You know what I like about this is what better way to start when you don't have the pressure? Meaning that we're not 5 years down the road and, oh my gosh, I got to get in, I got to do this stock, I got to, we're at a place now to where we're getting information. We're becoming accustomed to a new way of living. It's not the last minute. I believe if we wait and we procrastinate on this thing because of our uncomfortableness of being stretched to a new way of thinking, I believe that it's going to be very stressful for a lot of people if we wait. And so I believe that even at this time, such a small investment to learn how to do certain things. And I know this masterclass is taking place on Sunday, Martin, but somebody like me, I'm going to need just a smidgen more. So do you have some next steps or a coaching program or some additional classes that you can help teach us, ongoing?
So you are right. This is designed to where you can either come in and just do the webinar, get your 2 hours in, and then go off to the races. And you can do that. However, just like anything, it's always better to do it in a group. It's always better to work with other people and to continue to learn. And so that's what we're doing. And we need more practical teaching within the kingdom of using biblical information as well as technical information and doing it together as a community. So the webinar is this Sunday. However, the next step would be the master class, which is called the Cash Out a Stock Market Masterclass for Kingdom Traders. And this is a place where we're going to give additional learning. So this Sunday, you're actually going to get 3 lessons from me, 3 lessons. You can get, I believe there's 4 other lessons that will be recorded to continue the learning that will be next. So there's more learning after that. So not only will you get more trainings and more videos, You will also have access to the community of traders that we're bringing together. We're building a community of kingdom traders. Just imagine, Miss Clarissa, let's say you're looking at 5 stocks you want to buy. Rather than just buying them right away, you can send out a message into the group. You're like, hey, I'm thinking about these stocks. What do you guys think? We have 3 or 4 people able to respond and say, hey, you know what? I bought those too, or no, I wouldn't do it. That's going to help you out a lot. So, and then of course, I will be in that group as well. So I can respond to what you're doing in the stock market and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I recommend. So you're not in business for yourself.
Mm-hmm. And see, I like that because with me being new and kind of jumping in a little bit more aggressively, I'm one that I'm a recovering overthinker. So, I can think my way easily out of things. And so, I would be that one that's like, okay, I'm thinking about getting, let me go ahead and say, hey, what are you guys thinking? Have anybody bought this? What do you think about it? Blah, blah, blah. And
Exactly.
I'm that girl, and I would have to do that a couple of times until I'm able to just kind of jump right in. And so it's something I wanted you to share on the show today, Martin, that we had mentioned and talked about last week. And you mentioned that there is a way that you can set up, I guess, and I may not be using the right terms, but you can be able to set up your stock portfolio. And there's a way that when you set it up that way, that you can start getting money each month like a part-time job, or with the return that you're getting on your investment, you can set yourself up to where that's an additional stream of income.
So that's all I teach, by the way, is our so in most investing stock market objectives, the objective is what we call investment, in which we want our net worth to increase. So if you put $20,000 into the stock market, let it sit there and then let it grow over time, and that's what we're taught. That's what you use the stock market for. But that's only one form of usage for the stock market. I prefer to use it for income purposes. I am not here to take $20,000 and it goes up over time, like that. And I'm just like great looking at it and it's just growing there.
Right.
For me, I want to take that $20,000 as an example and make a weekly paycheck. And that's why we called it cash out. Notice if we go back to the parable in Matthew chapter 25, those guys went in with one lump sum of money and they brought double back. They got paid. They took money. They had their principal and they got paid. That's what we want to do. So what we will teach on Sunday is to where you want to get paid, and we're going to show you set up a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly paycheck for yourself. So you're paying yourself out of the stock market on schedule. My payday is on Friday. Every Friday, I look to get paid from the stock market. And that's what we're talking about. And yeah, every Friday. And so we're cashing. That's why we call it cash out, because we're cashing out. We liquidate certain stocks and we put it in the bank. That's a cash out.
Mm-hmm. See, that type of stuff sounds good to me. And and then for people who are not, don't really consider themselves as entrepreneurs per se, that go and get a brick and mortar, so forth. This is another way that you're actually an entrepreneur, but you're making this money work for you.
Yes.
And it's something that
With
can be
far
fun.
less risk. Far less risk.
Right. And my boys, I have one that's 25 and one that's 24, and both of them they are very, very knowledgeable in trading. They've been doing it for years. And I just kind of sit back, oh yeah, that's good. Very good, boys. Now I got to get in and jump in the game.
Your turn this time.
Yes. And so I know they can kind of help me too, but they have been doing this, Martin, probably for the last 5 or 6 years. So, and they like it. They love it. They enjoy it. So it's something that's definitely enjoyable. And our younger generation they're getting it. They got it. So they're not so locked into old to where they can't unlock to the new. And so they're making their changes, they're pivoting. And we as people of God, we must get out of this old way of thinking and thinking that the old way is the best way, because times are changing and we must open up our minds and stop being so skeptical about things, because this is happening. I remember you saying, Martin, that within the next 5 years, the interest rate would have gone up to 30%, 35% in interest rate. You know,
Oh
that kind of
yes.
me. I mean, I'm like, what? So, you know, that's the type of stuff that we have to be knowledgeable about. And really being a part of Oasis, Oasis equips and educates the market partners on these types of things. And so this is stuff that people, if you're not paying attention to this, if you're sleeping on it, you're going to be left in the dust, and it's not going to be a good dust. You know, it's one of those things, you know, when you get out of the fire, you won't smell like smoke. Oh, you will be smoky,
Oh
barbecue,
yeah.
hickory, however you want to do it. But if you're not knowledgeable, it's just not going to be well for you. So I'm
Right.
excited about this class, Martin. Like I said before, very small investment to
Mm-hmm.
invest to get us to where we need to be and knowledgeable about the stock market and how we can cash out on this thing. So guys, listen, let's go to oasisbirmingham.com, learn more information about how you can get your ticket, how you can get access to the classes. Listen, it's only 3 hours from 3
There's
p.m.
more.
to 6. I think it's 3 to 6, right?
It's 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. No, 3 to 5 p.m.
3 to 5. Okay.
Central Standard Time. And Miss Clarissa, for your
Yes.
friends and family here at the Ladies Room, we are providing a friends and family promotional code.
Woohoo!
Right. So you get $10 off.
What?
So that knocks
Okay.
the course down to 50. So use the discount code, friends and family code OASIS, and punch that in there.
Shall I put this into the comments?
If you would like.
Ladies Room code.
Yeah, go to oasisbirmingham.com, click on the cash out event, and then when you register, use Oasis, and that'll get you the friends and family discount.
Yes, for the, let's see here. Family.
Like Miss Clarissa
discount.
loves to get great things with us.
I do, you know, gifts, that's my love language. So this is a beautiful gift for the friends and family. Ah, yes. Thank me later, friends.
There you go. Only through Clarissa.
Yes, thank me later. I'm so excited. So, guys, listen, if you missed this, listen, go ahead and share this live now. Share this live now to your networking friends. We all need to get on board with this. Now we have an amazing Ladies Room code that's going to help you. The Ladies Room code is OASIS for my friends and family here in the Ladies Room. So use OASIS. That's going to get you $10 off of your registration. You don't want, listen, this is how much he believes. He's sowing a seed of $10 to every partner of the Ladies Room, every listener of the Ladies Room. He's sowing $10 in you guys. That's how much he believes in what he's sharing with you. So let's go out here, share this live feed, share the code, tell them that Martin with Oasis and Clarissa from the Ladies Room, tell them we sent you. Thank me later. Thank me later. All right, guys, we're going to look forward to seeing you in the masterclass on Sunday, 3 o'clock p.m. from 3 to 5. It's going to be a game changer. Go to oasisbirmingham.com, get your tickets and register and put that code in, Oasis. Tell them the Ladies Room sent you. All right, Martin, thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Thank you for having me. It's been an honor. Always is being with you.
Yes, thank you. All right, guys, we'll look forward to seeing you on Monday. You know, we got another great show on Monday, so we'll see you then. Also, be sure to go out to oasisbirmingham.com, get those tickets. Let's be ready, pen, pad. Let's turn our ears on, and let's listen up to what Martin Briggs has to share with us on Sunday. All right, guys, we'll see you back here on Monday. Love you. Stay safe this weekend. Bye-bye.